Genesis 50. Some of the people who hurt you the most are scared you'll hurt them back when you finally rise. But what if God didn't raise you up to revenge? What if he raised you up for redemption? Jacob was gone, and Joseph was broke. Not the quiet cry either. This was the chest-hurting, can't-breathe grief. He fell over his father's body and wept like a child again. The same man who ruled Egypt, the same man who walked in power, still just a son who just lost his dad. Joseph had his father prepared the way the honors did in those days, wrapped with care, with respect, with tears mixed in every layer. Egypt mourned with him for 70 days. Even the nation felt the weight of the man's life. Then Joseph asked Pharaoh for permission. "Let me take my father home," I promised him. And Pharaoh said, "Go, honor your father." So Joseph went. Officials, leaders, soldiers, family, a massive procession of respect. Not just a funeral, a testimony. When he reached the burial place, the crying was so loud the people around said, "This is deep sorrow." Because real love always leaves real pain behind. They laid Jacob to rest, just like he asked. But after the burial, Joseph's brothers started shaking. Reality hit them. Dad's gone now. What if Joseph was only being nice because of him? What if now he gets even for everything we did? So they sent a message. Our father said before he died, "Please forgive your brothers for the evil they did." And when Joseph heard it, he cried. Not angry tears, broken ones. They came and fell before him and said, "We're your servants." In other words, do whatever you want. This was fear talking. This was guilt talking. This was years of shame catching up. But Joseph lifted him up and said, "Don't be afraid. Am I God? You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good, to save lives, including yours." That's the line. You planned my fall, God planned my future. Joseph said, "I will take care of you and your children." And he comforted them, not punished them, comfort them. Because healed people don't seek revenge, they release. Joseph stayed in Egypt and lived to see his grandchildren grow. He watched legacy unfold. Before he died, he told his family, "God will come for you one day. He will lead you out of this land. Promise me you'll take my bones with you when he does." In other words, this isn't our forever. God still has a promise in motion. Then Joseph died at 110 years old. But his faith didn't die. They placed his body in a coffin, waiting for the day God would fulfill what he had spoke. Some of you are carrying pain from people who should have protected you. Some of you were betrayed by family. Some of you were sold out, lied on, abandoned, overlooked. And you're finally in a better place. But the wounds, they still talk. Genesis 50 teaches this. Not everything that broke you was meant to destroy you. Some things were meant to develop you. Some pain was God positioning you. What they did was wrong, but what God did with it was powerful. You don't have to deny the hurt, but you don't have to live stuck in it either. Joseph shows us. Forgiveness isn't saying it didn't hurt. Forgiveness is saying God is bigger than what hurt me. What was meant to bury you became the ground God grew from you. And what they thought was the end of you was only the beginning of God's plan.